Hi, class. I decided that I would actually do a new study and actually kind of go through the process here on screen Castomatic. This is where you can see exactly what I do on my computer. And so you're starting your new projects, and I think I'll do the same. And I'll probably cut in and just give you some information about what I'm doing, and maybe it'll be helpful in your process as well. Okay, so first I'm just going to go to the link, and this is just what I showed you in class. Um, Go to libraries, and I think you're able to see the mouse or some circle as I'm doing this. Databases, and I'll scroll down and look for ProQuest. I like to use that search engine. Okay, so you might hear some silence. I don't think my password will come up. Nope. Okay, if I could remember it. And let's get started. So like I said, you may hear some silence, and it may be helpful just to cut in and just let you know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. Okay. So far, my study involves father involvement and the effects on children's sexual behavior in order to reduce their risky sex um, and prevent STDs and HIV. I'm going to expand my research to look at the impact of father involvement on areas with their daughters. So right now I'm looking at fathers and sons. I would like to look at fathers and daughters in their risky sex, as well as fathers and their daughters, and the impact that that would have on their daughters being involved in sports, making healthy physical activity decisions, um, and which I think will increase their self confidence, self esteem, and success in their life overall. So that's the next area that I'm looking at, as well as fathers and sons, and then fathers and daughters, and the impact that relationship and that interaction will have on their children being involved in the sciences, like the hard sciences. So the STEM, like science, technology, engineering, and math. So this is the beginning of that, and I'm happy to keep you posted over the years, but this is it. I have an idea, I have a hunch of how that might look, and to begin, I need to see what literature is out there, what has been done, if it's been studied, and then what I would need to do to facilitate that. All right, so I'll say father's involvement, daughters, and for now I'll add a row, and I don't know if I want to say exercise or sports. Maybe I could do it over here. Physical activity, I have to say exercise. Okay, and for now I'll just look for the full. You don't have to put full text because there's a link that will lead you to any articles. Okay, I just realized I don't have any of the, I didn't have my microphone on. Um, Hopefully you heard a little bit, and you're able to turn up your volume, but I'll just go from here instead of starting over. If I mess up with any of this, I'll just keep going. That's okay. We all make mistakes. All right, so this search yielded, I think I'll just recap that I currently study fathers' involvement and the impact that it has on their sons' sexual behavior. So in order to reduce risky sex and HIV and STDs, and I want to expand my research to look at all areas that fathers are involved, and what type of impact it'll have on their children in order to facilitate success in their overall lives. So I'll look at father involvement and daughters in risky sex, father's involvement in sports, pretty much how they talk to their daughters in the beginning like they would their sons, and to get them involved in exercise sports, to increase their self-confidence, team building, relationships, and then fathers' involvement with their sons and daughters' science. So the hard sciences like STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. All right, so with this study, I don't have any colleagues in mind, but after I do my search and find out what's out there and what's needed, um, I'll then contact somebody, do the research, and see who is doing something in maybe kinesiology, physical science, physical education, and see if they want to collaborate and then write a grant and try to get some funding to do a study. Okay, and if there's nothing out there, we'll start on an exploratory study, which is qualitative, where we'll talk to some fathers who have, and then those who have not talked to their daughters about sports, and see what the differences are and what's important, and then how we could facilitate that. And then once we do that, look at how that correlates with some of the important concepts like self-esteem, self-confidence, and team building, and relationships and things of that nature, anything positive. Okay, all right, so I see a few of these. Some of these might not have anything to do with my topic, and I'll kind of go through, and so you may hear some silence while I'm thinking. If I don't see the word sports, then I may not even look at the abstract to see if I want to read the whole article. All right. That had the word sports in it, this article here, but it wasn't a dominant topic. So let me see if sports would be the first thing that pops up. Peer relationships. Parents and mothers. That's a maybe. Okay, I'm going to put it on pause just so that I won't run out the video, and then I'll restart it when I find something. Okay, I'm back. So I was able to put in different keywords to search for articles, and I did locate about 2, 3 that I'll look at. All right, and so what I'm going to do now is go through and actually download the PDFs and read through the abstracts. I could do it here, but I'll just read through the abstracts and go from there. The next video that I'll post will be the beginning stages of where you are right now, writing the research question, which I know what that is, and then developing some type of hypothesis. But for now, since I'm in that qualitative stage where I'm just kind of exploring what's out there, I'll probably just, for you, I'll do a hypothesis, but for myself, I'll just stick with that research question, and then rely on whatever information I get back from, say, a focus group or either individual interviews with that group, fathers, or women in sports who had an influence from their fathers. I'll get their perspectives and then go on with my studies in that way. But so I'll end this video, and when you hear back, you'll see me with my question, and then a hypothesis as an example for you, and then my statement of the problem. What I'm going to try to convey with that statement of the problem is the fact, just look at all the benefits of sports and how many women are in sports now, and how girls are being socialized to become involved, and then what fathers can do, what their current role is, which I don't think is great, a great amount of involvement, and then what it could be potentially, and the possible effects of that. Okay? Alrighty. I'll see you back in a couple of days.